Spider-Man had a big change to his character in 1984 Secret Wars, where he got his symbiote as part of his new costume. His costume got ripped when he was pulled to the planet where Secret Wars was occurring, so he had to get a new one. We have got a big change coming to Marvel Strike Force 2 in the way that the Spider-Man Milestones will be occurring, at least according to a Datamine that came out last night. Typically, these milestones for, say, Captain Marvel or for Coulson start and stop when the milestones align, and that means the gold milestones, which is every day, the campaign energy, which is every 2 days, and the battle milestone, which is every 7 days. So that means it's only happening once every 14 days. I don't think that's what's going to happen if the data mine that came out yesterday holds true. So first of all, it says it's going to be recurring. So it's going to start, it's going to stop, it's going to start again some other time. That's kind of odd. I mean, it means if you can unlock him, which thankfully is at 100 shards, that's probably why it moved from 180 down to 100 shards. If they're going to start and stop this thing, so at least people can unlock at a lower star level and start working on them before he returns, and you can like star him up more. It'd be really annoying if it was not run long enough to even get to the 180, because that usually takes about 20 days. So this is probably not going to run 20 days. The next thing is it's going to start on one of the calendar days, and the next calendar days that come up are February 19th is when the battle milestones and everything aligns, March 4th or March 18th. Well, this is telling us that it's going to stop on March 11th. So if it starts on March 4th and ends on March 11th, that's 1 week. That doesn't seem likely. February 19th is kind of weird because Cyclops will be going, though that's kind of nice because Cyclops' blitz battles would help advance through the battle milestones a little faster. So maybe those are synergistic, like the symbiote, and can run at the same time. Maybe they'll get started similar times. But the weird thing is, if it really ends on the 11th, that means that's not the end. So some alliances who have their wars earlier in the week or based on the schedule may have 2 runs, where others may have 1. So those wars are a really key part of scoring points in the battle milestones. And that's kind of a mess. What it means to me as a strategic thinker on how to handle these PvE milestones is that you should not claim those milestones after they kick off next week. Just hold on to them, claim them on the last day. And when you're on the last cycle before the 11th, claim them as fast as you can. And then, yeah, they've just created hoarding in the milestones. I've never done that before. I've always just hit the button and taken them and just tried to maximize what I could accomplish in them. But the reality is now you got to hoard them. You can't take them. If you want to be able to get just a few more shards, maybe that means the difference in an unlock. Maybe that makes the difference between taking credit for the battles and the gold and the campaign energy that you've used. But you got to do it. Got to stop. After this next cycle, I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm just going to, once that they start, I will claim them as close to the reset as possible to make sure, well, on the same day as the reset. I don't think that they would start Symbiote Spidey event except at milestone resets each day. So blitz reset, whichever you want to call it. So to keep your mind on that, watch it. Only claim it on the days where it's going to reset, which is every day for goals. That's fine. But when it gets into campaign energy, wait a little bit. When it gets into battle milestones, wait a lot. That's my best advice, and I'll keep you up to date on the news as we learn more.